y'all. So I'm actually recording a video this time, but I may regret that decision. Doing it through the live is so much easier. So this is my what I've colored for the month of May video, and I'm actually kind of shocked how many I got done in a month. I normally don't have this many. Let's see. Welcome to anybody who's new or stopping back by. I appreciate y'all. So before I do get into it, I want to show something. A little bit of a flashback. So real quick, the gist of it is my father-in-law brought a bag of goodies over to my hubby, which included old things from his childhood and his siblings' childhoods, you know, like report cards, awards, letters to Santa, and there was this, and I was like, oh, isn't that cute? And I told my hubby, I'm going to show that. This coloring book. So this was my hubby's coloring book back in the day. If you see, we have 35 cents on there, and it's just, I don't know, the paper is horrendous. Look at some of this. Here's a little bit of his coloring. So we're talking, he said this is a book he had when he lived in Germany the first time. So he lived there a few different times. Look at that. And this is in the younger year for him. So this would have been early grade school. So yeah, I was like, oh, I don't know. I got a kick out of it. Sports and games, coloring book. Anyway, I just wanted to share that. Thought it was cute. So, first one I have in the lineup, and these are in no particular order, and certainly not in the order to which they were colored. Emmanuel Collin, Colorage Wild 3, and I did the Bead Girl. Now, the last time I did one of these, it was a bee boy. So apparently, and I did it without thinking, so apparently I was just drawn to the bees. So we have her. I have painted her background out black, which the paper in these books can handle it. I love the paper in these books. Let's see, we're gonna have a combo. Pretty much all my stuff is always a combo, but I know that we have going on Prismas, Lumies, Polys, and Pablo. Probably not, maybe not Pablo on this one, but yeah, Prismas and Polys, Luminescence for sure. So that is her. And then we're going to move into Hannah Carlzon book, Grains of Gold. This is one of her compilation books. So it's got pictures from all of her books with a few exclusives. 11 new drawings plus 83 of her favorites, or whoever's favorites, I'm not sure. And so I did the frog in the rain on the mushrooms. I don't know if you'll be able to tell or not. My lamp is in the way for me to hold the book right. There we go, that's better. But I used my Jelly Roll clear glaze on the raindrops. And again, we're going to be in a combo. And this time we're going to go with some Holbein, Prisma, Poly, Lumi, and Pablo's, yes. A little bit of white Posca or a white Jelly Roll, not sure between the two, and black acrylic paint on the background. And yeah, it was so fun painting around each individual raindrop as I did. And then I thought, why'd I do that? I could have painted over all of them and just added in my own, but no, I wanted to be difficult with myself. So I didn't do it that way. And then the next one Now this one I'm not majorly happy with. It was a rough night, but I felt like coloring. So I have this rose with its thorny self. Again, I painted out the background. I think this is mostly Prisma and Loomies with some gold gel pen speckled around and on the thorns. Hopefully you can see that. So we have that one, grains of gold. And then big fantasy coloring book by Molly Harrison. And so we have Renee from my Coloring Corner with Renee did a Molly Harrison month for the month of May. And as some of you may possibly know, it was Mermaid. So I kind of killed two birds with one stone on this one. And I did her. This is Pablo's Loomies Prisma and some Prisma chalks in the sky background. And then there's a little bit of Jelly Roll Stardust around on her. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see that either. I think I used the chalks, the Prisma chalks on the rock too, possibly. But that was my Molly page for the month and my A Mermaid page for Mermaid 2022. I don't know, I liked it. I'm really happy with my sky, actually. So there's that one. And then one of my Momo books. I know it is a Momo book and I don't know what it says. I do not read that language. And again, for Mermaid, I did this mermaid picture. And I don't know, I have regrets in a lot of this picture, but it is what it is. I do like my water. I was happy with my water. So there's that, which Prisma polys, Pablo's, there is some silver Jelly Roll Stardust pen around, some Posca. I know there's Holbein's, a lot of Holbein was in, most of the water is all Holbein, I'm pretty sure, with a little bit of Posca on top for the white foamy bits. And then I even outlined, framed it in with the silver Jelly Roll Stardust. Again, that is from a Momo book. And then, since Camilla came out with a new book, I did one in our old book, Cute and Creepy. And I did this little guy, my little Nessie, which, I don't know, it was a simple page, and I used black acrylic paint, white acrylic paints for the splatters. Let's see, I did some white Posca in the foam, and then I used some Neo color on the base layer of Nessie and in the water. And then I went on there with, I think, just polys, maybe a Prisma or two, to get in some shading and such. So there's my little Nessie. And then a Christine Karen. Let's see, what am I up to now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 6. So number 7 is from Christine Karen's last book that she did, World and Times. Characters Through World and Times, I should say. And I did the Spring Gardening Girl what are we called here? Garden Friends, it says. So I've got some Prismapolys, Holbeins, gold gel pen. I'm not sure. I think this might be a Sparkle Pop on this gel pen. Possibly, probably. I like my little bird. I think I posted her on my Instagram. I haven't posted all of my finished pages yet on there. I need to do so. And I decided to just leave the background bare, which I usually don't do. I considered going in and painting it out black, but then I was like, I'm not in the mood, so I did not. So that's my little garden girl. You know, I was feeling the springtime fun. So then, of course, we have Kirby Rose's newest book, Mythic World, and it doesn't want to shut now. The spines are so rough in here. Mine doesn't want to shut. Look at that. But I went to town trying to break the spine on this book, and I think I'm going to cut the spine off, honestly. And I ended up literally taking a hammer to it and helping smash down. So this was a buddy color with my bestie Amber, and we did the fiddle guy, and he's called Noken, I believe is what his little info said. And so yeah, it was a lot of water and a lot of lily pads, and some naughty words might have been said while coloring this picture, a time or two or 10. But that is my, he's called Noken, but he's my fiddle guy. So there he be. He has Prismapoly, Pablo's, Holbein, Posca, a little bit of Jelly Roll Stardust glitter gel pens on the dragonflies, and my little goldfishies. You probably can't see the sparkles on them, but they have a little bit of Spectrum Noir clear glitter brush pen on them. And so that is that one. Now, these are the ones, well, they come from a book, but they're not on a book. So let's do this way. Try to choose the order. Okay, so again, Camilla D'Erico, out of her new book, which is The Dragons and Other Mythical Creatures book. And so I printed out on my paper. I did this gal, and I don't really like her. My daughter was picking colors for me, and she wanted black and brown boots and kind of brown hair with blonde in it. I'm just looking at my daughter like, really? So I did it, but she was happy about it because she came back and checked on me later and was like, oh, you did what I said. And she's like, yay. And I'm like, yay. And I was like, okay, it's not exactly the way I would have went, but whatever, it's all good. I did add, she was just kind of like floating on the page all by herself with her little buddies, and I decided to add her sitting on the edge of some water. You know, it's a stream, it's a creek, it's a, I don't know, I put her on some water there. So she has a lot of gel pen. If you can see, if you guys are getting any of that, I doubt it, but you know, we try. So a lot around the wings and such, and those are, for her and the little guys, are the Jelly Roll Stardust, black acrylic paint on the background, and then a little bit of everything again. I mean, I'm quite frequently use a combo of all my pencils, to be honest. I mean, I just do. Prismas, Polys, Pablo's, Holbein. I know that I did a Neocolor on the water base. Then of course there's a little bit of white Posca pen, and that is her. And then I have another PDF. I did this PDF and I had it on the front copy, but this is the artist. Razia Sowawa Mama. I probably butchered that, but you see the name of the artist right here, and it's this. And I just got the biggest kick out of this picture because you just don't see this kind of fairy, and I was loving her. And she's got a little bit of Prisma, Poly, and Pablo, ink tints in the moon, black acrylic background with white acrylic paint for stars, and it didn't work out. My stars on this one just kind of, nope, they weren't right, but it's okay. I'm okay with it. We got a little bit of Jelly Roll Stardust glitter pen around her wing trim to separate from the background, and her fingernail polish. And so this is my older lady fairy. But yeah, I thought she was cute. And she's got the silver speckles all over her blue tutu, bikini tutu, and a scarf. Hey, you know. So that was her. Then if you've seen my Mother's Day hauls, you'd know that I got the Kevin Teo books, and this is a Kevin Teo picture. She's from his Manga Style 2 book. And if you notice, I've used a lot of pinks in some of these pictures, and that was one thing I was trying to do and be more thoughtful about this month, was using colors that I don't normally use a lot. And pink and even purple, but especially pink, is one that I don't use a lot. So I went there. And it is Prisma Pablo's. Ooh, and the hair is actually Durant Color Softs. It's there's like 6 pencils. It's the 6 set of their Color Soft skin tones. And you get it all by itself in a tin like this. And it's those. And so I actually used some of those in her hair. I've done a few hair with them. And so that was a Kevin Teo picture. And then I have another Kevin picture. And this one, remember, this is an adult channel. It's not recommended for children. It's not a nudie pic or anything of that nature, but it is that. So this is another Kevin Teo picture, and I'm like, I like in my eyes. I was really happy with my eyes. And we got, just like my other girls, they've got the Jelly Roll clear glaze on the eyeballs and lips. Black acrylic background, some gold and silver sparkle pop is what that one was. And then there's going to be Prisma, Pablo's, Polly's, Holbein for everything else. And then we got some sparkle pop fingernail polish, and that's her. And so yes, those are my completed pages for May 2021 or 2022. Listen at me, gee whiz, it's just going by so fast, people. So we got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, oh my, and 12. 12, I can't believe that. I've never had 12 in a month. I know that for sure. My average is usually like 4, maybe 5. So I don't know. I was just banging them out this month. But there we go. And I'm looking forward to seeing what I color in June. I have some more new books and some other books that I'm wanting to dive into that I've had for a little bit. I'm definitely going to be doing some more Kevin Teo. Possibly another one from Camilla's new book. And I have some other new books that I'm getting ready to make a haul video on that will definitely be getting colored in. So you'll want to check that video out. So yeah. Again, thank y'all for coming and watching. Hope y'all are well. And until next time, later y'all. Real quick, I forgot to say something that this right here, the other Camilla page, this was another buddy color with my bestie Amber. And this one here was actually a buddy color with Jackie from Instagram. And on Instagram, I posted hers alongside of mine. And so, yeah. So, just wanted to add that in real quick. Forgot to mention that. So, again, later, y'all.